Swimming in the ocean of English. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are standing in front of a vast ocean. The waves move endlessly. The water stretches beyond your sight. You cannot see the other side. Now imagine that ocean is English. At first, it feels overwhelming. So many words, so many rules, so many accents, so much content. And you ask yourself quietly, will I ever be able to survive in this? But here is something powerful. No one survives the ocean by drinking it. They survive by learning how to float. Today, I will teach you how to float, how to swim, and how to enjoy the ocean of English. First, don't jump into the deep sea. When beginners start learning English, they often feel pressure. They want fast results and they jump into fast interviews, English news debates, advanced grammar books, difficult novels. But imagine someone who has never swum before jumping straight into deep water. What happens? Fear, panic, breathlessness. That's exactly what happens in language learning. Your brain needs time. English is not just vocabulary, it is rhythm, it is sound, it is emotion, it is confidence. If you jump too fast, your mind says, this is too much, and then you quit. Instead, stand at the shore, touch the water, let your brain slowly accept the sound of English. Listen to slow conversations, repeat small sentences, learn 5 words a day, not 50. You are not late, you are learning. Remember, survival begins with patience. 2. Build your boundary, your safe shore. Every swimmer begins in shallow water, not in the middle of the ocean. So create your boundary, your personal learning circle. Inside that boundary, you control everything. For example, you decide, I will learn 10 words daily, I will watch 10 minutes of English videos, I will speak for 5 minutes alone, I will read one short paragraph daily. This is your safe swimming pool inside the ocean. When you stay within your boundary, you don't feel ashamed, you don't compare, you don't feel stupid, you feel safe. And safety creates confidence. Confidence creates consistency. Consistency creates fluency. Many learners fail not because they are weak, but because they try to swim in someone else's depth. Build your own depth. Protect your energy. Slow progress is still progress. 3. Stretch the boundary. After weeks of practice, something changes. You understand more without translating. You recognize words faster. You speak small sentences naturally. This is growth. Now, stretch your boundary slightly, not dramatically, just one step further. If you were watching slow videos, try medium speed. If you were speaking 5 minutes, try 8 minutes. If you were reading short paragraphs, try short stories. Growth feels uncomfortable, but not terrifying. There is a difference. Terrifying growth makes you quit. Gentle stretching makes you stronger, like muscles, like swimming practice. Each stretch expands your capacity, and slowly your small shore becomes a bigger beach. 4. Choose your favorite wave. The ocean of English is filled with waves, different kinds, motivational speeches, business podcasts, comedy shows, science documentaries, stories, movies. You don't need all waves, you need your wave. If you love stories, learn through stories. If you love cricket, watch sports commentary. If you love cooking, follow English recipes. Interest reduces resistance. When you enjoy the topic, your brain absorbs faster. Learning becomes natural. Many students say, I am bored of English. But they are not bored of English, they are bored of the method. Change the wave, not the ocean. 5. Stop comparing your swimming. One of the biggest dangers in the ocean is comparison. You see someone speaking fluently, perfect pronunciation, confident body language, and you think, I can never be like that. But remember, you are seeing their present, not their past. Even lessons practiced for years. Charlie Chaplin was once a poor boy struggling for survival before becoming a global icon. Michael Jackson rehearsed endlessly before the world called him a legend. Behind every smooth performance, there were silent years of practice. You are in your practice phase. Do not disrespect your own journey. Fluency is not magic, it is repetition. 6. The ocean never ends, and that's beautiful. Here is a secret: you will never completely finish English. Even native speakers learn new words every day, and that is beautiful because it means there is always something new to discover. One day you will realize something amazing. You are watching English movies without subtitles. You are speaking without fear. You are thinking in English. And the ocean that once scared you now feels like home. You are no longer trying to survive. You are swimming freely. And maybe you are helping others who are afraid to enter. That is growth. So today, do not try to conquer the ocean. Just step in, build your boundary, stretch gently, choose your wave, stop comparing, and keep swimming. Because the ocean of English is not here to drown you, it is here to teach you how powerful you truly are. Now, I will tell you a story of a man to understand this topic profoundly. He did not conquer the ocean, he learned to love it. There was once a young man who stood in front of a vast ocean, not a real ocean of water, an ocean of English. It looked endless. Thousands of videos, millions of words, countless grammar rules, endless courses. Everyone around him seemed to swim confidently, but he was just standing at the shore. One day he gathered courage and stepped in. The water was cold. Strange sounds surrounded him. New words splashed against his ears. For the first few days he was excited, but within weeks, excitement turned into confusion. He tried to learn everything: grammar videos, fast interviews, vocabulary lists, podcasts he barely understood. The more he watched, the less he understood. The ocean became noisy. Every wave carried a new rule. Every current brought new phrases. He stumbled. He forgot words. He mispronounced sentences. He compared himself to fluent speakers. One evening, sitting alone, he whispered, maybe this is not for me. Maybe English is not possible for someone like me. The ocean suddenly felt deeper, darker, scarier. He wanted to quit. But that night, something changed. He asked himself a different question: is English really difficult, or am I trying to swallow the whole ocean at once? He realized something powerful. It was not English that scared him, it was the plethora of content. Too many choices, too many methods, too many expectations. The ocean was not attacking him, he was running into every wave at the same time. And then he thought, what if I stop chasing everything? What if I choose only what I love? He loved movies. He enjoyed emotional stories. He liked motivational talks. So he made a simple decision. No more random learning. No more pressure. He would watch one movie daily, listen to one audiobook, read a few pages from a book he truly liked, stop memorizing difficult word lists, learn only the words that naturally came to him. No chasing, no forcing, just flowing. If a word repeated often, he noticed it. If a phrase touched him emotionally, he remembered it. Learning became natural, like breathing. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. Something magical started happening. He was no longer afraid to press play. He was no longer scared of subtitles. He began understanding scenes without translating. He started thinking in small English sentences, not perfect ones, but real ones. Every day he watched a movie, listened to an audiobook, read a few pages. That's it. No pressure, no race, just consistency. The ocean was still big, but it no longer felt threatening. It felt familiar. After 1 year, someone asked him a question in English, and he answered, without planning, without fear. Yes, there were small mistakes. Yes, his grammar was not perfect, but he spoke whatever he wanted to say. Freely, naturally, he smiled because he remembered the boy who once wanted to quit. The difference, he stopped fighting the ocean, he started loving the process, and English rewarded him. Soon his confidence improved, opportunities came, conversations became easier, his life expanded, not just his vocabulary. The secret was simple. He didn't conquer English, he built a relationship with it. He didn't chase words, he allowed them to come to him. He didn't force fluency, he enjoyed growth. And the most powerful truth, success came not because he was talented, but because he fell in love with the process. If you are standing at the shore today, feeling afraid, feeling confused, feeling like quitting, remember this, young man. The ocean is not your enemy. It becomes dangerous only when you try to control every wave. Choose your waves, follow your interest, learn naturally, and one day you will realize you are swimming confidently, not because you tried to master English, but because you loved the journey. So, my dear friend, if you are feeling lost in the ocean of English right now, if you feel confused, if you feel slow, if you feel like quitting, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, are you trying to prove something to the world, or are you trying to grow for yourself? English is not a race, it is not a competition, it is not a battle, it is a journey. The moment you stop chasing perfection and start loving process, everything changes. Watch what you enjoy. Read what touches your heart. Listen to what inspires you. Don't force words, let them become your friends. 1 year from now, you won't remember the fear. You will remember the courage you showed when you didn't quit. And that courage will change not only your English but your life.